Hi, everyone. Here to talk a little bit more about this module and its assignments. So let's take a look. I want to talk to you about understanding prenatal development and the assignment that you have to do for this work. This is also going to be a independent assignment. So you'll be doing it on your own. You'll see that I've provided the rubric at the bottom. Just a friendly reminder, always take advantage of the rubrics, right? Because that's the directions, right? So if you look at those rubrics, that will tell you what we are looking for. All right, so this assignment is going to be looking at prenatal development. That's that germinal stage, the embryonic stage, and the fetal stage. Let's take a look before you do that assignment about what exactly you're going to see in that stage. So actually, I'll leave it here on there, and I will go, oh, what did I do with it? Oh, here. Okay, so I love this table. I've been using it for years, but check it out. You can see right here in the beginning, this is the germinal stage, the first 2 weeks of life, where the zygote, so that is, we've got the two babies, we've got the sperm, and we have the egg. They have met together. That's two gametes. Gametes meet the zygote, and the zygote goes through implantation and gastrulation. And this is where all the stuff you've learned in biology takes place, right? The mitosis and the meiosis. And that's not really this class, but it's important to understand that these stages exist. So the first 2 weeks are that germinal stage, completely all about meeting that egg and that sperm together. Interestingly enough, people always are asking, well, can we make a boy? Can we make a girl? Is there a way to decide? And there are some techniques in creating a girl or a boy, but there's a lot of science behind it. Boys, first of all, the man is always the deciding factor of whether it's going to be a female or a male. So depending on his sperm, the first thing we want to know is that sperm is both boy and girl coming, right? So male sperm are going to be fast, okay? But they're not going to be as strong of sperm. Girl sperms are going to be strong, but they're going to be slow. So there's a couple of things to pay attention. You've got this egg and you've got this sperm that has to go up into the vaginal area and go all the way up and travel through the fallopian tubes, right, to the embryo to create this baby. And so it's got a lot of traveling to do. If it is fast but not strong, it might get there fast. But if the embryo itself, if the egg that the woman has is got a very strong and difficult layer for the sperm to get into, then it might not be able to get through, and therefore it's going to wait for that slower sperm but stronger sperm, the girl, right? So when we see like a family that has 3 girls in it, or all girls, or all boys, the first thing I have to wonder is about that egg. Was it difficult to break through? Because if when the sperm came and it has to break through that, and you're going to see that, by the way, in the video, if it made it very difficult to get through, then it makes sense why they have all girls, right? If they have all boys, well, then it makes sense there too, because it was easy for the egg, the sperm to rise all the way up to the top and then get through right into the egg. I want you to listen to this video that I'm doing, because I probably, normally I have a PowerPoint and I talk things through. But when you watch the videos that I've provided in this assignment, it's going to make a lot more sense, right? So please take the time and look at those videos. They're quite phenomenal. And it's amazing that we've been able to capture how babies are born and what the process is for doing that. So you're going to see this whole process in those videos, and then come back and listen to me, and maybe I make better sense, right? So look at this chart. You've got the germinal stage, then you have the embryo stage, This is 3 weeks up to 8 weeks. So at 8 weeks, we're talking about a 2-month-old baby, right? And then we've got this fetal period, and that's now from 2 months to 9 months. And so you often will hear people say, guess what? I'm pregnant. And they often will wait until that 8-week period. They want to go through that embryonic stage, because look at down here at the bottom, all of this blue area, this is what's happening. All of this growth is occurring here. So the heart is fully developed by 8 weeks. The upper limbs are fully developed. The lower limbs are fully developed by 8 weeks. These are important indicators. The other thing that's really important to pay attention to is that during this time, things like teratogens, which are something that we talk about in this class and you've read about, things like, how healthy are we? If we're smoking, if we're drinking alcohol, if the male was taking drugs when he had sex with you and his sperm is inside of you, well, then you now have sperm that is laced with the drugs that he took. It's really important to understand when you're having sex with someone, right? So these are all important pieces. Other teratogens, stress is a teratogen. Weather, like if you live in an area where there's a lot of smog, if you are someone who has to be picking up a lot of things or moving things, that could be a problematic. Drinking alcohol, taking drugs, eating fatty foods, eating mercury in fish, things like that are all dangerous to the baby. Okay, so you want to really be attentive to what you're putting in your system during this time, because this is the most important. Prenatal is very, very important, and it's going to determine a lot of developmental consequences later in life. So it's a very critical period. Okay, so let's go back to this assignment. In this assignment, you are going to be watching, not only you just watched my video, but you're going to make sure you did the reading. Then you're going to watch these 2 videos. So this first video is 4 minutes. You're going to see 9 months in the womb. And then you're going to watch this amazing animation of the fetus growing in a womb. And it's 8-minute long, 12 minutes, super easy, right? Then you're going to find yourself an additional video on your own about prenatal development, or specifically one of the stages. So you could look at germinal stage, embryonic stage. You could also look at the fetal stage. Then you're going to submit a 2-paragraph comparison of the 3 videos and discuss the following. So what did you learn that you didn't know prior to this module assignment? Information that you were surprised about, and then a description of how the videos were different and the information that you learned about them. Reminder, be sure you write your summary in your own words. Don't plagiarize. Be careful about attempting to restructure sentences or using ChatGPT. Think about the concept and describe it on your own. I want to recommend that as you're watching these videos, take some notes. Then just capture that and describe what each of those videos were about in your own words. And then use references to the text that you've been reading. So we always have that reading right before the assignment, right? Go ahead and reference what you learned in the reading, because we capture that in the reading right before. Okay. I think that's it. Don't forget to provide a link to the video that you added, and to cite your work. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you guys have fun and enjoy. I think you're going to really love those videos. Have a great one.